Good morning, students. Today we are going to see about the balance session of the previous day, yesterday portion. That is, we discuss about the HTML control and the web server control. We finished the HTML server control, HTML controls. We are discussing the web server control. Last day we explain about the web server control. What are the web server control? We discuss on the last session: label control, text box control, button, link button, hyperlink. These are the controls we discussed earlier. Today, as the continuation of the last day, we are going to discuss about the checkbox control. Checkbox is just like our checkbox. It is used for it is display active, deactive. That is visible, invisible. That is checkbox control is used to allow user to select one or more choice from various value. We can select multiple values with the help of the checkbox. The in its ASP.NET tag is ASP colon checkbox and HTML tag is input type equal to checkbox. While adding the checkbox in the page, the source page will automatically generate the code ASP checkbox ID equal to checkbox, runnet equal to server, text equal to reading. Text equal to reading means the page will here before changing that reading, here the checkbox one is changed into reading. Okay, got it, students? Here the text by default the text is as displayed as checkbox 1, while when we change the text attribute, that is text attribute is reading, it will display it as the checkbox 1 is displayed it as reading. Okay, what is that? Next, we are going to discuss the properties and events of checkbox control. The properties of checkbox controls are checked, text, auto postback, text align, causes validation. Here, we each and every control must have the postback property. Why there is postback property? What is meant by postback? Postback means while we are submitting the button or make changes in the button, it will automatically posted to the server. The server will process and reply the response back to the client. For that, the property is postback. Here in web server control, each and every action will be automatically postback. Next, the event. The event for checkbox is checked change. The action will be take place while the changes take place in the checkbox. Next, we move on to the radio button control. The radio button control is used to create mutually exclusive option. That means in checkbox, we will select more than one option. Here in radio button, it is used to click only one of the radio button in a group. Okay. If you want to check only one radio button, we must group under a single group. When we click one of the radio button in a group, any other button previously selected will automatically turn off. The buttons are grouped logically if they all share the same group name property. Underline group name. If we want to group the radio button, it must have the same group name property. If we add 5 radio button in the design page, we specify the common name for group name property. We will use it in our practical exercise, that is simple quiz program, in which I think it is come under the fourth exercise or third or fourth exercise. We specify it the group name property. Okay, got it, students? Next, its ASP.NET tag is ASP colon radio button and the HTML tag is input type equal to radio. Here the radio button is male. One radio button is specified as male and the another one radio button is specified as female. Here that label, hobbies, gender, which are under the inside the label box. Okay, the gender is displayed as the label box, displayed with the help of the label box. Here the male and female is the radio button. It must be grouped under the same group name. These two are grouped under a same group name. Okay. Next, here I am listing the properties and the events of radio button. The properties of radio button is checked, text, auto postback, text align, causes validation and the group name. The events are checked, changed. Just like our checkbox, while we make any changes in the radio button, the action will take place. Okay, next we are going to see about the list box controls. From the name itself, list controls. List means list out some set of items. The list controls generate list boxes, drop down list and other repeating controls that can be either bound to a data source such as the database or programmatically filled with items. That means list of items. It may be either by the database or the list of items done programmatically. For example, the list of courses offered by the college, which are listed as a list box. From our TNPSC website, while registering for a position, they specify the list of states, the list of district, the list of taluks. These are come under the list control. Most of the list controls allow the user to select one or more items. The items in a list control are stored in the form of list items, which is a class. Dash is a class which is used to store the items in the list control, that is list item. Be careful student, it is an important one word. Dash class is used to store the list of items in the list control, list item. In ASP.NET, it is considered as a control. It is not a class, it is considered as a control. Next, standard controls, properties of list controls. What are the properties of list controls? Are auto postback, items, selected index, selected item, selected value. Auto postback, already we discussed about auto postback. Next, items. Items means Kanyakumari, Dindukal, Theni, Palani. These are the items. Selected index. Each and every items in the list box are identified as an index, just like our array. That position of the items. Next, selected item means that item, that value. Selected value means the numerical value. Data source, data member, data type field, data value field, data text format string. Next, the event is selected index changed. Okay. Next, the list item class. The list item control contains an individual data item within a list control, such as the list box or a checkbox list. It may be a list box or a checkbox list. Its ASP.NET tag is ASP:list item and the HTML tag is option. Next, its properties are enabled, selected, text and value. There is no default event. Next, the list box control. First, we listen about the list control. Next, list item control, and after that, we are discussing about the list box control. Here, the list box control is used to create a list control that allows single or multiple selection. It helps to select a single selection or a multiple selection. Its ASP.NET tag is ASP:listbox and HTML tag is select/select. Here is an example. The list. Yeah, the languages known. The list items are English, Hindi. Next, the properties of list box control is rows and the selection mode. Next, we are going to discuss about the drop-down list control. The drop-down list control is used to create a single selection drop-down list control. Just imagine the drop-down list from the Visual Basic. You can set the appearance of the drop-down list control by setting the border color, border style and border with the properties. In ASP.NET, the source page automatically create the tag while adding the drop down list in the page, just like ASP colon drop down list, and in the HTML select. Here the drop down list, that is city. Select the city. We just select. While clicking this triangle button, it will display list of items. From that we can select the city. Next, the checkbox list. It is nothing but just like our checkbox. Here a collection of checkbox are there in a single control. Used to provide a multi-selection checkbox group that can also be generated dynamically with data binding. Data, what is meant by data binding? It will be, I will briefly explain it in the database chapter. Here just I give a hint, data binding the data from the database. Okay. Binding means getting the data, encapsulating the data from the database. To check which item is checked, you can use the selected property. In ASP.NET tag, ASP colon checkbox list. Here is an example for the checkbox list. It consists of the hobbies, dating, friendship, business. Next, radio button list. Just like it is nothing but just like our normal radio button. It is also a it also consists of multiple radio button in a single control. The radio button list control is used to provide a single selection radio button group that can also be generated dynamically with data binding. To check which item is selected, just we see the selected item property in the property box. Here is an example: SSLC, HSC, graduate and masters. Next, the properties of radio button list control: repeat layout, repeat direction, repeat columns, cell padding, cell spacing and the text align. Next, the bulleted list control. The bulleted list control is used to display the list of values as bulleted list, that is, or numbered list. Just like our list controls, we can set the collection of items that is to be displayed in the list. But it is a static list. We can't change during the runtime. It is the static list. We can't change on the runtime. Its ASP.NET tag is ASP colon bulleted list and the HTML tag is UL or OL. It supports all the common properties of list controls and it also adds its own properties. Here is the list control. The properties of bulleted list controls are numbered, lower alpha, lower Roman, upper Roman, custom. Numbered means just 1, 2, 3. These are the numbered list. Lower alpha means A, B, C. Upper alpha means A, B, C. Lower Roman means 1, 2, 3. Just like this is the lower Roman, and the upper Roman means 1, 2, 3. Next, custom means we can create it our own. Next, bullet image URL, first bullet number. First bullet number means the bulleting start from either 1 or from 5 or 10. That is the first bullet number. Next, the display mode, link button, or it may be display either as link button or hyperlink. The default event is click. Next, we move on to the image control. The image control is used to display any valid image. To display any image in the web page, we can use the image control. The properties of image control is alternate text, image align, image URL and the description URL. Next, image map URL. It is same as that. Image map URL. Image map control is used to create an image that contains hotspot region. That means the Google map. We can take as an take the Google map as an example for image map. When a user click on the hotspot region, the control can either generate a post back to the server or navigate to a specified URL. In the Google map, when we click any specified area, it will automatically move on to that particular place. If you are explaining the part of the body, while you click the eye in the image, while clicking the eye, it will display the explanation of eye or video of eye. Here the hotspot region is the eye. Its ASP.NET tag is ASP:image map and the HTML tag is map. We can also specify one hotspot region to navigate to a URL and another hotspot region to post back to the server. It supports all the properties of the image control and has its own set of properties. The properties of image map controls, the own set of image map properties are hotspot, collection of hotspot objects. Here we specify the radius, x-axis and the y-axis. If you are specifying the hotspot as circle, if you are specifying the hotspot as rectangle, the properties are top, right, bottom and left. If you are specifying the hotspot as polygon, we specify the coordinates because polygon means any number of sides. Next, the hotspot mode. It may be either navigate, post back or inactive. The default event of image map control is click. Next, the file upload control. It is used to uploading any file. It may be either document file, image file, video file or audio file. The file upload control is used to display a text box control and a browse button which enable user to select a file on the client and upload it to the web server. The file upload consists of a text box and a browse button. While we click the browse button, it will display an open dialog box. From that, we can select the file and click the upload button. Okay, got it, students? Yeah, you can also select the file by clicking and browse button and then select the file in the select file dialog box. Here the ASP.NET tag is ASP:file upload. If we are using the HTML tag, input IP equal to file. The properties of file upload controls are file bytes, file name, file content, hash file, posted file. Next, the default the methods of file upload controls are save as. Next, move on to the properties of the file upload control. What are the properties of file upload control? File bytes, file name, file content, hash file, posted file. The method of file upload control is save as. Next, the panel control. It is a container control. Panel control is the container control. The panel control is used as a container for other controls. It is useful when you want to generate control programmatically or hide or show a group of controls. It will use the tag ASP:panel and the HTML tag is div/div. It will split the web page either horizontally or vertically, just like our frame control in Visual Basic. The properties of panel controls are back image URL, direction, grouping text, horizontal align, scroll bars and wrap. Next, the table control. Table control is used to display the data in tabular form. The table control is used to build an HTML table. A table can be built at design time, but we can also build the table programmatically with dynamic contents. While we design the table at runtime, at design time, it is a static table. If we build the table during runtime, it is a dynamic table. Here is an example: id equal to table, run at equal to server. After that we specify the attributes. Next, the properties of table control: horizontal alignment, rows, grid lines. Next, the table controls consist of some other classes. Table row specify the rows in the table control. This class allows to control how the content of the row are displayed. It consists of two alignments: horizontal alignment and the vertical alignment. Next, table cell class. It is used to represent a cell in a table control. We already discussed about the cell. Cell means the intersection of row and column. The table cell class allows the control how the content of the cell are displayed. It may be aligned horizontally or vertically. Set or get the text. Set or get the value that indicates whether the content of the cell can be wrapped or not. Specify the row span and specify the column span. Next, the rich control. I already told you the rich control consists of two types of controls. What are they? Calendar control and the add rotator control. We will discuss the calendar control and the add rotator control in the next session. Okay? Got it, students? Study well. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask me through my YouTube channel or the WhatsApp group or through our Google Classroom. Students, all of you study, don't play, be serious, study well. Okay, got it, students? I will conduct another one objective type exam on unit 2 after completing this unit. Okay, so be up to date, be careful and study well. Thank you, students. See you on next day session.